This is how to set up a live streaming station from within your own house. This tutorial is going to revolve around the ATEM mini switcher from Blackmagic Design. First, let's start with audio. Plug any audio recording device into the 3.5mm jack. We are using a wireless lav mic, but any mic will do. We are using a wireless receiver, and the other end is connected to our subject. We run the cord up beneath the shirt and clip it to the lapel of the shirt, close to the mouth for clear audio. We connect the mic in the back, then we will begin plugging in inputs. Don't worry, I will break down each connection. Now that they are all plugged in, let's look at what each input does. As mentioned, the far right spot is for audio connections. To the left of that are 4 HDMI inputs. These are for cameras, screens, or anything else you want to be able to switch to during the live stream. We had one camera and one computer presentation, so that means we used 2 inputs. We are going to come back to the HDMI out input, but next to it is the USB-C input. We are using this to connect a hard drive, with which we can record our live stream. After that, there is an Ethernet input, and that is how we are going to control the software connecting a laptop from this Ethernet input. And finally, we have the power cord. Pretty self-explanatory. Remember that Ethernet input? Well, the cable serves 2 purposes. One is to connect the ATEM switcher to the internet, and the other is to connect the switcher to the laptop operating it. This is why we need this hub. One Ethernet goes from the internet router to the hub, one goes from the hub to the switcher, and one goes to the laptop. Similarly, we need an HDMI hub or dock for our multiple screens. Since we want to show the presentation on the switcher and the screen on camera, we need the hub to send the 2 signals to 2 different locations. The HDMI goes from the camera to the hub, where it is split to go to the TV and the switcher. Now, we are going back to that HDMI out input. Basically, this is how we're going to see the switcher controls. The HDMI cord leading from HDMI out will connect to a monitor, and that's how we'll see each camera angle. Another thing to remember is that nearly every device requires power, so a power strip with multiple plugins is essential. Bonus points if you can organize your cords better than we have here. Finally, if you are the presenter, feel free to tape any notes or reminders next to the camera so you can see it without awkwardly looking away. So we've set up a live streaming station at home. Now I'll go over some tips for creating a set on which to film yourself. We want to do all that we can to make it pleasing to look at. Some of the things you can do is have cosmetic kits ready to get rid of sweat or shiny foreheads, a side table out of frame to hold notes or props, set design with props like plants or books to make the scene interesting. The audience won't want to look at a blank wall. Another important part is lighting. Lighting provides a way to be clearly seen on camera without awkward shadows. The most important thing we want to light is our subject's face. And here's a quick tip. If your subject wears glasses, put the light above them and shine it down, as to not have any reflection showing in their glasses. Also, make sure you've weighed down your light stands so they do not fall over. Safety first. Here we can see how big a difference adding lights to a scene makes. And we don't have any reflection in the glasses unless we were to look straight up at the lights. But if the subject is speaking to the camera the whole time, they will be fine. Congratulations, you are now ready to host a live stream from the comfort of your home. Now go get on the air.